Parents have to pay for the cost of the newly introduced school uniform for junior high school students.
Already parents are paying for their children's uniform. We have interventions, supply of school uniforms. It is targeting children whose parents cannot afford.
Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Opoku-Amankwa, explained the rationale for the new uniform.
Another area that we have found a need to also reform is the school uniforms for junior high schools. The idea is for them to start seeing themselves as they are in lower secondary school. This is also dovetailed into the new reforms that is coming in terms of their content, the content of their curriculum, which will be upgraded such that it will come to standards with the normal secondary school.
Under the revised curriculum, the number of learning areas for the kindergarten pupils is to be reduced from 7 to 4. At lower and upper primary, the number of subjects remains the same. However, there will be fewer concepts and more in-depth treatment of concepts in each subject. There's also greater emphasis on literacy and numeracy. There will be national assessments at Primary 2, Primary 4, and Primary 6 to ensure that pupils' performance are being tracked.
It is expected that the teacher in the class, whatever the teacher is doing, class exercise or end of term exam, is also giving a test that is comparable to a national standard. And since this is not done, we have an education assessment unit which was supposed to do this. Now we're going to enforce it.
History of Ghana will be compulsory for each pupil from Primary 1 to Primary 6. Religious and moral education will be a standalone subject, just as physical education will be practical. French will be introduced in upper primary.
We don't have enough French teachers in the country. Even for the secondary schools, we don't have enough French teachers. It will still be school that can recruit French teachers, that can teach French. The colleges and the universities will be required to produce more French teachers.
The standards-based curriculum being introduced will ensure that at every stage, pupils demonstrate an understanding and mastery of knowledge and skills as they progress.